Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragon's here, and I'm going to be playing some KNACK 2. So let's hop right in. I left off on the beginning of chapter 11 last time. And there should be, I believe there's like 13, 14 chapters in this game. So I'm relatively close to the end of the game.
There's smoke coming out of the mountain.
Sure, I still got a little bit to go. But, I am still pretty close. You know, I still got like 2 or 3 chapters left of the entire game before I finish it up.
Such a huge facility beneath the monk village.
And honestly, I want to try and finish up the skill tree. That's honestly something that I want to do. But I do not know if I will be able to or not in this playthrough. So don't expect me to do it if I can't.
No good. It's sealed shut.
If it's not possible, don't expect me to do it.
Pull!
Because I don't know if the next part of the skill tree will require 2 or more skill points, and it takes me forever just to get 2. It takes me forever to get 2 skill points, so don't expect me to get enough for all skills. If that's the case for the upcoming last segment of the skill tree. Please don't let me die. Come on. I need the... Thank God I got the relics back. Honestly, thank God.
What's Xander up to?
So, I'm assuming... Oh yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's push this over here. So, because it obviously makes the most sense that, you know, it would go over here, considering there's nowhere else for it to go.
Did you see how many security robots Katrina brought with her? We get that giant door open, things are gonna start happening fast.
Honestly, I hate the human characters in these 2 games. I honestly cannot stand them. I cannot stand the human characters, and I cannot stand them with a passion. Because they are so unburdeningly, annoying. They take all the credit where they obviously shouldn't have it. And just all kinds of other things, too. And they're only here for pointless exposition, or being the villains. That's all the human characters are here for. Nothing more, nothing less. Either pointless exposition, travel that could have easily been done on KNACK's own. Heck, the only important human character is the Doctor and Ryder. Those are the only 2 important human characters that aren't a villain. Those are the only 2 important human characters that actually have a purpose. You know, besides being pointless exposition, being the most insufferable characters imaginable, or just, you know, being incredibly useless. Besides taking all the credit wherever they clearly shouldn't have any. You know, the ending to the first game, for example. They barely even did anything.
We gotta get to her somehow.
Heck, Charlotte is more important than, you know, than a majority of the human characters. And she's barely even in the games. She's barely even in any of the games. And she's more important than characters like Lucas, and, you know, she's more important than a majority of the human characters. And she's barely been in any of the games. And that goes to say something. If a character that's barely even there and is easily heavily forgettable is more important to the plot of the game than a majority of the main actual characters. Like, that goes to say a lot, frankly. Like, sure, she has an importance to the Doctor, but that's about it. Like, that's all. Like, besides that, the only. Like, she doesn't have much to do with the story, and yet she's still more useful than a majority of the human characters shown off in the games.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on.
You know what? Might as well start calling me, you know, the main character of Dr. Stone. Because in gaming, I really only see people for their worth. You know, like how much of a liability they would bring. You know, if they're a liability, if a character's a liability, might as well just want to kill him off as soon as possible, you know? If I find him annoying or, you know, a liability, might as well just want to kill him off. Like, that's, I know that sounds cruel, but, you know, if they're gonna cause obviously more harm to anybody, or, you know, like, if they're just gonna be, you know, annoying as crap, or a liability to everyone in the game, might as well just want to get rid of them as soon as possible. You know? And that's honestly how Senku behaves in all of Dr. Stone. Like, for the most part, anyways. Well, at least I'm starting to get more experience. You know? For the skill tree. Ooh, more. More experience. Wait, there's a vent here that I can use. More experience. Huh. That was so unnecessarily long. Like, that cutscene was so unnecessarily long.
You did it! They're coming in!
Huh. But yeah, I started watching Konosuba recently.
Whoa.
And, oh my god, it is so weird how often they use an upskirt of Aqua in just the first episode alone. That is so weird. And so unbelievably uncomfortable how often they used, you know, the upskirt of her character in like the first 10 minutes of the first episode alone. Like, there's no way that's normal. There's no way people are supposed to take that as normal. Like, honestly, how are people supposed to take that as normal? Like, yes, I admit, a lot of the jokes were funny in the series, but it has a lot of weird elements to it as well. You know? Like, it just made me really uncomfortable with how often they used an upskirt of Aqua the entire time. You know? Like, it was really uncomfortable.
Get the big one! Katrina's robots will take care of the rest!
Huh. Much use were Katrina's robots. They all got instantly taken out by now. So they were basically useless by now. Yeah, I deserve that. Huh. Yay, I beat it. I beat the robot. Yay. What were they thinking there? Were they seriously thinking that would be difficult? I mean, really, whenever, you know, you can willingly shrink, and they didn't put any low enough to where, like, that wouldn't be a viable option, and it would, and, you know, you would still take damage there, regardless.
I think the door has to be open from the other side.
Wait, I got a golden one? That's weird.
Catch up with you later, Knack.
I never seen a golden one. Oh god, I'm small knack, and small knack is the weakest form. So I gotta try and stay away from taking any hits as much as possible. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Oh crap, I'm screwed. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm safe. How did I survive that? How? I am genuinely questioning how I survived that.
Perfect shape. Not bad. After we get one more patched up and make a little detour, we'll be ready for the attack on New Haven.
Like, can someone please tell me in the comments how I survived that?
He survived the island.
Survived? What do you mean survived?
Men! Destroy that thing!
Yeah, that honestly pretty much confirms that Xander is evil by now. I'm turning off my mic. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, hit the button. Then I'm assuming go over here. Oh wait, that's just for more XP. So I'm gonna use up my skill points. Wait. Spin punch? I'm gonna unlock that, because, well, I don't use my kick attack, and the rest of them can be unlocked later on if I get any more skill points. If I get enough by then. Wait, I'm wondering... No! I can't get more XP there. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that big of a risk. So that was on me. Huh. I'm trying to formulate a plan of strategy. Wait. They're trapped on this side now. So, I guess that's what I needed to do. Why did they give Little Knack grunts and not an actual voice? That just doesn't add up or make sense, you know? Like, why not give... You clearly gave him a voice actor, so why not... Like, what? You clearly gave him a voice actor, so why not have him speak? You know? That just kinda makes it redundant to hire a voice actor for Little Knack, you know? That just makes it entirely redundant at that point. To hire a voice actor for the character. Yes, Big Knack is the exception to this. Because at least he actually uses lines. While Little Knack doesn't have the same, you know, exceptions to that. You know? Like, Little Knack doesn't even have any voice lines. From what I've seen so far. That was on me. I should have taken my time. Okay.
Oh yeah.
At least I have relics now.
Get out of there!
Not until I gain more XP. Which is something that I need to try and finish up the skill tree. I want to finish up the skill tree, so I'm not letting any of these enemies go out alive. I don't care what you say about morals or ethics there. I need the experience points.
Three Titans in perfect shape. That's
So, Titans? Is that what those giant robots are called? That should have been worth way more experience since I took out 3 enemies in one attack. Like, that should be worth way more than that.
It's so nice to be big again.
Please rephrase your words and choose them better. Huh. Okay, at least I'm making some decent progress in this game. Okay, let's take out this little enemy, and then these guys. Okay, I need to move. Okay. Let's take out this guy. Okay, I gotta take out this big guy, so... Hey, I did it. Either way. So, go me! Yeah, I gotta admit, like, as much as I hate the human characters in this game, I still do love the gameplay, you know? And no matter how much aggravation I get from, you know, the annoying plot choices that they have in place for the game, just to get the plot moving somewhere. You know, like Lucas giving, Victor that key in the first game, which was obviously stupid. Like, it was obviously a stupid choice, regardless. And yet he didn't even try and learn his lesson, you know, with giving that, thing to, Xander. He didn't even learn his lesson from last time. Honestly, KNACK was right by telling, Lucas to grow up, because he clearly doesn't even learn his lessons. You know? Wait, what? Oh, I see where I'm supposed to go.
So you did attack them.
Of course I did. You knew they were a problem, but you let your emotions decide what is right.
No, I let you decide what's right. This is not what our founder wanted.
Ava, Marius established our order to lead this world.
Oh my god.
Just wait.
Talk about
You'll come to
gaslighting.
understand I am right in these matters. Once the monks are in their proper place, you won't even remember those boys.
Those boys? KNACK and Lucas are my friends.
I am your friend, Ava. Those boys are
Hearing that come out of an obviously an older guy to a
Enough,
teenage
Xander.
girl.
Enough of your
That is
plans,
very creepy.
Your ambition, your lies. Enough.
Oh my god.
What have you done?
What I should have done long ago. Goodbye, Xander.
Ava! You've made your choice, Ava.
Talk about
I will make
gaslighter.
mine. Shut it down, we're moving out. If it's fixed, take it with us. The rest leave as scrap.
Jesus Christ.
KNACK,
But honestly, it took Ava way too long to realize that Xander wasn't a good person. Like, it took her, honestly, way too long. Because mind you, it took her, like about a year to realize that he wasn't a good guy, whenever it was obvious from the start. Like, it was obvious that he's not a good guy. And also, she's known him longer than that. So, that's more on her at that point. But something that I noticed with that Sky Jackson thing that happened recently, I'm not, and mind you, I'm not trying to excuse what that guy did to her, but you can tell that Sky Jackson was obviously lacking common sense. That entire relationship. I mean, come on, that guy was confirmed to be a convicted felon on multiple occasions for multiple violent crime-related situations. And also, he's a father to multiple other children. That's just showing that she's lacking in the common sense department at that point. Don't get me wrong, I'm not excusing what that guy allegedly did, but I'm just saying. She was obviously lacking in common sense to stay with the guy, let alone get pregnant by him.
Gotta time it just right.
Like, she was obviously lacking in common sense there. Okay, at least I didn't instantly die there. Hey, at least I'm getting a crap ton of XP here. At least that's something. And also, like, I don't know this for certain, but like, there was this one guy, my sister used to know, his dad was like some kind of limo driver. I don't know the validity of that. I honestly don't. But like, apparently he drove around Sky Jackson and her mom or something. And, apparently the dad in this situation, he drove, Sky Jackson and her, mom around one time, like from the airport in my area or something to go shopping. And apparently her and her mom were like apparently the rudest people ever. Like, which honestly I can see that, because, well, if you're given a lot of fame and a lot of wealth, like really young like Sky Jackson did, of course you're gonna be a scummy person, because money and fame corrupts, you know? Like, she was, what, 4 or 5 years old whenever she came into that fame and money? So of course she's gonna end up being a scummy person later on in life, you know? Because money and fame corrupts. That's basically a proven fact by now. Like, that money and fame corrupts, and it ruins you as a person. And that's honestly why I'm frankly not into YouTube for the money or anything, because I know that stuff corrupts. And I know the fame also can corrupt just as much as money can. Which is also why I'm not into YouTube for the fame either. I'm just doing it to have a place where I can talk about whatever I want. You know, with little to no pushback. You know? And that's the main reason why I'm on YouTube for the most part.
The exit is over there.
No need to yell. But yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, maintain my humanity and common sense compared to a lot of famous people who came into money, especially relatively young. Like I know I'm not young, but I'm still pretty young. I'm gonna turn off my mic. I was on call, so that's why I turned off my mic for so long. So that makes 2 quick time events I failed back to back. But yeah, money and fame corrupts. That's why I don't really care for a lot of, you know, like larger content creators. Like, yes, there are a lot of good ones, but there are also way more bad ones, you know? Like, there are also just as many bad ones at the same time, if not more bad ones than there are good. You know? So I'm gonna go up here. Okay. Alright, time to fight this enemy. Right here. Well, enemies, anyways. Okay, last one. Why did she sound so disappointed? Why did she sound so disappointed?
What the? We don't have time to deal with prisoners, KNACK.
She helped me when I was in trouble. I think we can trust her.
Trust her? Am I the only one who remembers the island?
I didn't think Sander would hurt you. You have to believe me.
Fine. But if she betrays us again, it's on you.
Enough now.
Honestly, Lucas is completely agreeable here. As much as I hate him as a character, he's completely right here.
Let's follow them and find out. Shall we?
Let's not forget that Ryder literally stalked Christina for years. For months, if not years.
All gathering inside the crater.
Let's not forget that part.
What is this place anyway?
No one knows.
And that's the main reason why she created all that security
Old machinery.
and the entire robot army was to keep him
Xander's been
out.
talking about
Come on, KNACK, let's do this.
Lucas, wait.
He's just being hot-headed. Give him a minute. He'll cool off.
Yeah. Try and talk like that to a traitor. I mean, come on, she willingly went along with Xander for months. Didn't even question where Lucas and KNACK went whenever they were on the island. The entire time, that's on her. She is a traitor and a half at that point. She deserves all the blame there, honestly. Hey, keep it in your pants, pal. You and your friends. I don't need all that stuff going on to KNACK. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my first VR video that I uploaded earlier. I hope y'all enjoyed that, because I know I sure did. Sure, it felt weird recording myself on VR for the first time, but you know, it was fun. And I hope I get to do more VR related content in the future. Wait, I forgot I could grow back into large KNACK. Okay, I'm gonna get this one. And then I'm gonna focus on these two skills later. The remaining two skills in this branch. Huh. Okay. Let's move on and try and beat this game.
These are the
Wow, I'm over 30 minutes into this video already. And I'm in chapter 12, in the beginning of chapter 12. So if I continue to beat a chapter or two per video, I should be done in like the next video or two. Maybe 3 at max.
Xander's got the artifact. He's placing it in some kind of machine.
Yeah, that's obviously not good.
What is he doing?
That's what I was trying to tell you. This machine was the final part of Urich's plan. He never had the chance to use
Oh
it.
my
It's designed
God.
to make the robot
You
stronger.
knew this the entire time, and yet never told anyone.
Make them stronger.
That's
How?
on you.
Xander didn't tell me. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Of course you don't.
Lucas. I know that
I
shouldn't put
never
my faith
switched
in
up on a
Xander, but
character so
have
badly
you ever
until
trusted the
now,
wrong person?
being Lucas.
Yes. And the next time I trust someone, I'm going to be a lot more careful. We need to get down there.
And that's what you should do.
Easy getting down.
That's what you should do. You should be careful trusting people. That's honestly what you should be doing. Which is obvious because not everybody can be trusted. I mean, come on, you can't trust Martha Stewart with the penny. So yeah. I mean, come on, she's literally known for tax fraud by now. Martha Stewart is. And yet, that just proves my point further at that point. That Martha Stewart can't be trusted with something as small as a penny. Like, yes, there are some people that you can trust, but just don't give it out so easily, you know? Like, just don't give out your full trust so easily. You know? Like, that's honestly the stupid part about giving away your trust, is giving too much trust too easily and too early. Hey, at least this time I got experience. Okay. Let's focus on trying to beat the game. Because that's my main goal right now for this playthrough, is just beating the game, and that's it. Because I don't want to focus on anything else. And also, if you noticed, the main reason why I haven't been collecting any, like, artifact parts or whatever you want to call them, is because, well, it pauses my recording, and I'm trying to finish up the game as quickly as possible. You know? And can't really do that with a paused recording. You know? So that's why I haven't been collecting anything from those treasure chests or artifact pieces or whatever you want to call them. Because I don't have any alternative source for recording besides just my PS5. Okay, let's move on. Because I don't want to be stuck on this one game for too awfully long. I already beat the first game on this channel, so might as well just try and finish up the second. You know what? Come to think of it, I can't really stand whenever a game, like, gets so far into the story and then sends you back, like, a few months trying to recap everything. That always seemed very pointless to me. Okay.
Not good.
So, how am I supposed to defeat those enemies? I assumed it was supposed to be with the multi-punch or whatever that ability is called. But that seems impossible.
Even Katrina's security robots are helpless against them.
Yeah, because these things are faster than my multi-punch. What am I even supposed to do here?
Try pushing it off the cliff, Knack.
Okay. That's something. Okay, I'm gonna turn off. Wait, actually, I'm gonna end today's video here.
Yikes.
Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.
We should be leaving.
Bye-bye.